The ClearMaps Core Maps Spoken Edition. Most people are tired of debates that go nowhere. You watch intelligent people defend ideas that clearly don't hold up, and the natural reaction is to think they're being stupid or dishonest. Most of the time, they're not. Their mind is protecting something that has become tied to their identity or status. That single shift in framing changes what the conversation even is. You're no longer dealing with a simple disagreement about facts. You're dealing with a mind that has fused a belief with its sense of self. These maps give you a practical way to see what's happening. You can check whether a belief has fused with identity or status, what the person would actually lose by updating, and whether any real error correction is present at all. Most debates fail because the two sides are effectively speaking different languages. The clear maps are an attempt at a shared base layer. Without that layer in place, the conversation usually can't go anywhere useful. The ideas themselves are not new. What is still rare is having them installed and running. Once they are, the absence of these fundamentals in most discussions becomes hard to miss. Central mechanism: getting things right usually takes more effort, courage, or social friction right now. Getting things wrong is often easier and safer in the moment, so people and systems naturally drift toward whatever feels simpler or more comfortable, unless something makes staying wrong more painful than changing course. This isn't about morality, it's just how the costs actually play out in real life. The 5 maps. 1. Minds. The mind wasn't built for truth, it got shaped for survival in small groups where staying accepted often mattered more than seeing clearly. It defends beliefs that feel safe, especially when changing them would threaten identity or status. Higher intelligence often just produces better arguments for whatever you already believe. When the cost of updating is low, people change their minds readily. When the cost is high, the mind protects its current model. It will keep protecting that model until staying wrong starts to hurt more than changing does. Install this. Your mind runs old survival code. It protects the version of reality it already holds when changing would be costly, until staying wrong hurts more than updating. 2. Incentives and coordination systems produce what they measure and reward. Large groups struggle because knowledge is scattered and incentives rarely line up with stated goals. People focus on what's visible to their group and what pays off quickly. Those who decide rarely bear the full cost of their errors. Those who bear the cost rarely get to decide. Weak feedback turns drift into the normal state of affairs. Install this. Incentives dominate intentions. 3. Status and capture. Status is one of the most powerful forces in human behavior. When a belief becomes fused with identity and belonging, contradictory information stops feeling like data and starts feeling like an attack on the self. The easy response is to defend the belief and attack the source. These beliefs become self-reinforcing because they also grant status inside the group that holds them. Install this. Until you understand the status game someone is playing, you don't fully understand their behavior. 4. Error correction. Error correction only works when it is cheap to surface inconvenient facts. When pointing out problems costs the person doing it more than it benefits them, systems drift. Accurate views improve through criticism and pushback. When challenging the dominant view carries high social, professional, or personal cost, correction fails. Install this. Error correction is fragile. It requires continuous maintenance. 5. Scale. Things that work at small scales often become harmful at large ones. As systems grow, the distance between decisions and consequences increases. Feedback gets slower and noisier. People can be wrong for long periods with little personal cost. Large systems can keep signaling success while reality moves further away. Scale doesn't invent new problems, it amplifies the ones already there. Install this. Scale changes the game. Failure often builds quietly before arriving suddenly. Once the 5 maps are in place, the connections become visible. The way minds protect identity-linked beliefs creates strong incentives to defend and coordinate around those beliefs. Those incentives turn the beliefs into status markers, which makes challenging them socially costly. As a result, error correction weakens. At scale, the distance from consequences grows and the whole pattern becomes self-reinforcing. These 5 maps won't stop you engaging with people, they change how you engage. Once they're installed, you stop defaulting to the idea that someone is stupid or bad. You see a person running without a clear model of how their own mind works. You're no longer only talking to their arguments, you're also talking to the gaps in the maps they're using. That shifts what the conversation can be. Recap. Remember the following 5 things. 1. Minds. Your mind runs old survival code. It protects the version of reality it already holds when changing would be costly, until staying wrong hurts more than updating. 2. Incentives and coordination. Incentives dominate intentions. 3. Status and capture. Until you understand the status game someone is playing, you don't fully understand their behavior. 4. Error correction. Error correction is fragile. It requires continuous maintenance. 5. Scale. Scale changes the game. Failure often builds quietly before arriving suddenly.